right, fifth graders, awesome job coming in. Rock stars. How was outside? Good. Yeah. How was the snow? Yeah, cold. How about the wind? That's what I always worry about.
Oh,
Horrible? Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's going to get a lot worse.
are you serious?
Next month, oh yeah, we're going to have more snow and more rain. Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, fifth graders, we have some very, very special guests they're going to introduce themselves and talk a little bit about why they're here. But I know that Mrs. Selisker was able to bring you guys in and share with you a little bit about this great opportunity that we have here at Willow Park. I know a lot of you have participated in our before and after school STEM program. Raise your hand if you've participated in before STEM or after school STEM. Those STEM choices that we have in the morning could be Build It Crew, Brain Bins, any of those. Hands high, higher, higher, higher. Okay, good, awesome. All right, well, this is another opportunity we have here at Willow Park to engage in some fun STEM opportunities with these Hess trucks. What do you think? How do these trucks look? Cool. Super cool, don't they? Awesome.
Oh, they're so
All right, well, without further ado, I will introduce Superintendent Baesler. She's going to share some information with us. Let's give her a big Willow Park hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
Good.
Good, very good. So I'm really excited to be here with all of you. And I was visiting with your principals, and he said he was visiting with you all and your teachers this morning, and you were all so excited to see the trucks, and then he reminded you that you have to be kind of a fifth grade excited. And I said, what's fifth grade excited? And he said, well, you know, there's kindergarten excited, and then there's fifth grade excited. So then I thought, we better remind him to be fifth grade excited. And I have to tell you, before I became the state superintendent, I was an elementary librarian, just like your librarian here. So I was spending lots of time. So I had kindergarten excited and fifth grade excited, and I think they're all awesome. So whatever level of excited you want to be today, you be excited, okay? Because I think we can handle it. So as your principal said, my name is Kirsten Baesler, and I'm the state superintendent for the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction. So you know that your principal is in charge of everything that happens at your school, right? And he makes sure that you have all the things that you need, that your teachers have all that they need to make sure that you can learn every day, and that you can have all of your dreams right there and make those dreams come true and have all those dreams be possible for you. Well, that's kind of my job. You also have another person in West Fargo. Her name is Superintendent Beth Sleddy. Has anyone ever met Superintendent Sleddy? Maybe not. But she is at the district office, and her job is to make sure that everyone in West Fargo school districts. Do you guys have friends that go to different schools?
Yeah.
So it's Mrs. Sleddy's job to make sure that everyone in all of the schools in West Fargo have what they need, that their teachers have what they need, that their lunch service people have what they need. Well, that's what I get to do at the state. At the state, I get to help all of our superintendents, all of our principals, and all of our teachers across the entire state of North Dakota have what they need to make sure that you have what you need for your futures. And I think it's a pretty important job that I am so grateful and honored to be able to do. So West Fargo is one school district in the state of North Dakota. We have 175 school districts, 175 school districts. Willow Park is one school building within the state of North Dakota. And in North Dakota, there's over 470 school buildings in the state. And that's part of my job, is to help make sure that all the people in those buildings have what they need. Because you know what? There's almost 115,000 students in this state that go to our schools. And I have the wonderful blessing of being able to work with all of those students, all of those teachers, all of those principals to make sure that you have what you need. Do you guys have fun learning here at Willow Park?
Yes.
I can tell, and that's what makes me really happy. So I'm really, really excited to be here today, because I told you how many schools there are, how many students there are, and how many buildings there are. But you know what? Your principal works really hard, doesn't he? And your teachers work really hard, don't they? And I'll have to tell you that the people that I get to work with at the Capitol in Bismarck, the governor and the Attorney General, and our legislators, they work really hard too to make sure that you have what you need. But even though we're working really, really hard, we can't do this alone. We can't do it without the help of some partners. Do you guys ever partner in some of your work and the work that you do in school, or partner in a basketball team or a robotics club?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to get things done when you have partners and work together, isn't it? Yeah. So that's how I feel too. This is my 29th year in education, and I found that it's so much easier to build relationships, because relationships lead to opportunity, and opportunity leads to growth for our students. So it's really my honor to be here today with a company called Hess. You see on the next side of those trucks?
Yeah.
So Hess is one of our best partners in all of education for the state of North Dakota. A few years ago, they gave the state of North Dakota a lot of money to help us make our school systems better and help make our public schools better throughout the entire state. And that money, that donation, is still benefiting it to us today, all of us. Well, today we're here to celebrate another investment and another gift that they are giving the school children of North Dakota. So I told you how many districts are in the state? Does anybody remember?
470.
There's 470 buildings. So that's right. Hess donated a set of these trucks to every one of our elementary schools in the state of North Dakota. Can you believe that? So every school building, elementary school building in the state is going to be able to have these trucks within their library. And the reason they've done that is because they really care about us. They care about you. They care about your future. How many of you like to do coding and all sorts of, and robotics? I am not surprised. I hear that over and over and over again. You like to learn math and science and social studies and reading and all sorts of things, but you love to do it as you code. And that's what Hess knows. That's what we as your teachers and your teacher leaders know. And that's why we're here to celebrate today. These trucks may just look like toys. Do you think they're just toys?
Yeah. No.
What else are they?
Coding.
They can help you code. They can help you do things in math like force, and do equations like algorithms, all sorts of fun things. So not only are they cool, fun trucks, but they're also going to help us learn. Do you know that these trucks have been around since 1964?
No.
That's older than I am, honestly. That's kind of surprising, but yep, it's even older than I am. So I just wanted to be here with you to celebrate, to publicly thank Hess as our partner in education for North Dakota, and help you learn a little bit more about Hess, and most importantly, about STEM education. What does STEM stand for?
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Perfect. Science, technology, engineering, and math. And that's the future for all of us. So thank you very much to Hess. Thank you to Willow Park School for having us. Thank you for being the young, bright students that you are. I have a lot more opportunity to visit with grown-ups during this part of my career than I used to, but I still get to hang out with young people more than most people that work at the Capitol get to hang out with young people. And I tell every adult that I work with is that I don't think I've ever seen a better generation of kids. You guys care more. You're more interested and curious about learning new things and finding new ways to help your neighbor, help each other, and help your community than I've ever seen before. So I'm just happy that I get to be part of it. So with that, I'm going to introduce Brent, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about Hess. Thank you.
Thank you, and good afternoon. So my name is Brent Loomis. I'm the General Manager for Hess Corporation. I just want to start. I know you guys are anxious to get started playing with the trucks, and I am too. So I'm going to be really brief. But I just want to start with some gratitude. And I want to thank Superintendent Baesler and her team for partnering with Hess and allowing this to happen. You know, this program started as really kind of as a crazy idea. And through several conversations and discussions with Superintendent Baesler, we formed this program that we're here to celebrate today. So thank you for working with us and partnering with us to make this happen. Also want to thank Principal Baylor for allowing us into the school today and being part of the school day. So we're super excited about the design of the toy truck this year. Probably don't know a lot about the trucks, but like Kirsten said, they have been around, and a new truck is made every year. Since 1964, there's been a new truck designed every year. And so we're excited about this one and really excited about the STEM program that is developed specifically to go along with this truck. So every year a new program is developed. And more importantly, we're excited about the STEM concepts that you're going to learn as you use this truck. So I hope you have a lot of fun today as you play with these trucks and learn. But more importantly, I hope that every time you pick this truck up, you learn something new with it. So.
Thank you so much. And I think as we look for opportunities for educating today's learners for tomorrow's world, this is a great partnership. So thank you to Hess. Thank you so much to Superintendent Baesler and the Department of Instruction for allowing us to have this opportunity. Because what a great way to spend our afternoon, huh, fifth graders?
Yeah.
Yeah, super, super exciting. So I have a couple of teachers I think that are going to come on up, Mrs. Kopp and Mrs. Kelso, to help us with our activity. Thanks, guys.
You actually walk in place. Then you push this up. So like it's a tow truck? Toby! This way actually being
We're at Willow Park Elementary School. It's a West Fargo public school in Fargo, and Brent Lonis, the general manager of Hess, is here today. He was here to present these trucks to this school and many more going to other schools throughout North Dakota. Another exciting year, right?
Yeah, it's been a great year and happy to be here.
So since 1964, Hess has been doing this, and this I think started on the East Coast, kind of just continued to spread, but it's now this iconic Christmas toy. Talk a little bit about the truck.
Yeah, so every year Hess will develop a new toy truck. We've done that for every year since 1964. This year they're tow trucks. It's the first year we've had a tow truck. And so we partnered with the Baylor College of Medicine and Education to develop a STEM curriculum that's associated with the truck. And so we're rolling it out today for the Willow Park Elementary students.
Yes, this was undercover until today, right? This was a big secret, as you say, a tow truck. So there's a smaller truck on top of the big one, and that one comes off, and then the boom comes out, and they can use it as a real tow truck. Right?
Yeah. Well, not a real tow truck, but a real toy tow truck. But the STEM program really is designed to. This year, there's a lot of different experiments around mechanical advantage and leverage, and even it goes into cost accounting. So when you think about STEM, you automatically think about engineering and that type of stuff, and it doesn't really automatically clue in that STEM is also the accounting and cost accounting and things like that. So the program this year includes that, which is very broad and I think gives a good background for all of how STEM applies to education.
Technology as well, so a lot of different components, and for folks that haven't been on a drilling rig recently, they would not probably recognize it as anything other than a very sophisticated video game. It looks like, right?
Yeah. A lot of our the new rigs today are really almost like the Nintendo generation. So it's really kind of neat to see, and these toy trucks, really one of the foundations for the truck is to include as much technology as you can in it. So you see all the blinking lights and sounds and stuff that it makes. It's really a neat, iconic truck.
And comes with the curriculum, which is something as well that obviously the schools enjoy because it connects a fun learning tool in a toy to the actual learning and the curriculum that Hess has developed and put forward for the schools. So that's pretty amazing. How does that translate ultimately when you're out there looking for somebody to join the Hess team, having those skills coming out of elementary school into college?
Well, obviously one of the biggest workforce shortages that we face is around the skilled trades and electronics and electricians and mechanics and that type of skill is very needed in the oil field today. And so if we can encourage and entice students to get an interest in that type of education, it doesn't necessarily need to go to a four-year college to have a very good career in the oil field. instrument technicians and mechanics and electricians are all very highly paid and very needed in the oil field today.
And how are you recruiting? How is the effort to get the workforce you need at Hess still a challenge as always?
It's always a challenge, but recruiting starts today, right? So if we can get these students excited about it, excited about STEM, it just opens up a broader workforce for the future for us.
I'm with Kirsten Baesler. We are in Fargo at a West Fargo school, and we're having a fun day today getting these Hess trucks. Tell us a little bit about how excited you are about this.
Very excited about this. As you can see, our students are so excited about it. Wonderful partnership between the state of North Dakota and our Hess partner. The opportunity that these kids will have to have this long-standing traditional toy be used to teach them STEM activities. As you can see, they're excited about that. Science, technology, engineering, math, so critical to our future in North Dakota, and to have our students be able to have this opportunity is a wonderful gift.
Brent Loomis gave you some credit in helping brainstorm this idea, so talk about the genesis of the idea, what you wanted to accomplish.
So we were talking about how will we get more of our students involved and excited about science, technology, and math, and how can we do that? And I explained to them that it's all about the hands-on learning. Our kids don't like to just sit and read about things anymore. They want to experience it, they want to practice, they want to collaborate, they want to do those things. And Hess had just told me, Brent had said, well, we have this truck program, been around since 1964, but a few years ago they started adding STEM curriculum to it. And he said, how about if we give that as a gift to all of our students in North Dakota, to our schools in North Dakota? I said, that would be fabulous, that'd be great. And then we started doing the math on how many schools we had, how do we get those shipped, and we just worked through the logistics. Like all good partnerships happen, we just figure it out. There's a problem, we did exactly as adults what we ask our students to do in their own lives. If there's a problem, let's find a solution.
What's interesting about it is obviously the truck is itself a neat tool, as you say, but the curriculum that comes with it is pretty amazing too. Talk about the difference that curriculum is making in education right now in North Dakota.
All the difference in the world, as you said. Toys are toys and they're exciting, and kids are always going to get excited about that. But when you can take that fun of learning from a toy and integrate that technology of science, technology, engineering, math, you've seen just today our students are brainstorming how do they get from point A to point B. They're estimating, they're learning how to code with this, they're learning physics, they're learning geometry, they're learning math, they're learning all sorts of things. Those are fundamental foundational skills for all problem solving. So no matter what career they go into, whether it's a 4-year degree or a 2-year certificate or they go straight to work, those problem solving skills with the curriculum attached to this truck will be absolutely affecting their lives for their entire career.
I don't remember doing this when I was in school.
No, we had to learn in a much more traditional, less fun way, for sure.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Thank you, Scott.